Hello guys, welcome back to episode 8 of the Crying Sun's Last Orders playthrough, where we'll be tackling chapter 3, The Man Who Sold the World. So let's go in new run for chapter 3. We're gonna have 3 battleships unlocked: the Excelsior Imperial class, the Scrapper Chaos class, the Church of Singularity Jericho class. Interesting, let's check that out. 3 plates of 80 health each. Church of Singularity Tech. Allied battleship weapons with no direct damage start the fight, loaded at 50%. So you can always get off the negative effect on enemy ships straight away. When attacking an enemy unit affected by a negative effect, increase Allied DPS by 30%, as well as weapon damage. When attacking an enemy unit not affected by negative effect, decrease Allied unit DPS by 10%, so pretty much have to put some sort of negative effect before we attack. That's easy to do, given it where the battleship has 3 weapons. We have a matter destabilizer, for example, apply decay, Mark 1. Yeah, apply decay for 18 seconds, which is 2.5% of max health damage per second. So we'll always have to get this off. That comes off every 30 seconds. Sub-Zero gun, stop movement attacks and abilities charging of units on targeted cells for 3 seconds. Okay, it's a single target. This is kind of area of effect, and a hull breaker. Okay, that's 3 squadrons, frigates, and a cruiser. Basilisk, yeah, that is the one that inflicts stasis to hit enemies. Movement speed minus 70, DPS minus 50, duration 6 seconds. Yeah, you basically get a cruiser protected with 2 frigates. Frigates have a bonus versus fighters. Mark 2 as well, while Mark 1. I mean, they will be alright against other frigates, but drones will hurt us. And in terms of subsystems, what does it have? Squadrons. So up to 3 squadrons can be run. Squadron system, support squadron, dock recovery. Doesn't have additional weapons, so we have 2 unlocked. Okay, so we're gonna have to run hull breaker and matter destabilizer, for example. We have 1 squadron. Yeah, well, I guess this makes this Church of Singularity Tech makes our squadrons significantly stronger, plus 30% DPS, for example, and plus additional damage from matter destabilizer itself. So this guy would have 3 DPS plus 30%, he'd have 4 DPS plus anything with 100 max health. Let's say another frigate would take 2.5 damage per second. A drone, on the other hand, well, that's got probably about 60 health or 80. Let's say 60. Yeah, 2.5% of 60 would be 0.6, 1.2, 1.5. So he would be doing 4 and 5.5 damage to a drone. Our fuel scavenging 3, expedition would start with nothing. Navigation stats 1. Heat capacity increases maximum heat capacity of all systems. Yeah, but if we're playing it right, we shouldn't really be getting hit. Complete chapter 3. Okay, that's 4, 5. Defeat a Pragma with its interstitial tracking charge at 0%. I would be interested to get a Pragma ship. Horus class, defeat all the phalanx in their system. Void, complete chapter 5. Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess Scrapper, maybe I warmed up to the Scrapper class a little bit more, seeing how squadrons. Okay, and it has the boomer squadrons also. They basically always start patched. It doesn't matter, you want them to die. You're basically playing to destroy your squadrons. You just swarm with your squadrons. They do a bit of damage, they die. You put 3 of them, they explode, they deal damage. So you keep sending squadrons after squadrons. You never have to spend scrap to repair them, never to care about them. You just send a lot of squadrons, and then I guess you build up weapons. For example, you get like 2 hull breakers or something, and you just hit the enemy battleship. But you need to get those weapons first though. Squadron dock recovery takes 9 seconds, yeah. You can upgrade this, get 5. You can get 5, so you can get the Impaler out, plus 4 drones, let's say 4 of these boomer drones, and just keep sending wave after wave. You know, protect your Impaler in the back. If you don't have any weapons to start with, you get them. Oh, you start with Expedition Expertise at 3, that's very nice. Navigation Scanner, you get nothing. Fuel Scavenging, you already have 2. Which are necessary upgrades. Yeah, this is actually not bad. Heat Capacitor, get 20, only 20 heat points per system, and you are paper thin. 2 plates. This guy 2 plates of 110. We rarely took any damage in our plates though. So that's okay, and it's a cheap upgrade to get, to be honest. Fuel scavenge, because I was also thinking of going on hard, because I feel like we found the first 2 chapters quite easy. I mean, we got the hang of the game. Now, kind of know what we're doing now. An hour. Yeah, so this is the auxiliary system brutal deployer. We deploy really fast. They actually start not even with half, but with a quarter of their health. Max squadron hangar capacity plus 4. It takes a lot of money to get squadrons though, to be honest. And basically anything other than these is kind of useless, because you don't want your normal fighters or frigates to die, or cruisers. You don't want them to die, right? All allied squadrons are always in patched state and cannot be repaired whenever acquiring a new squadron. Okay, but squadron, yeah, it comes with, it's patched, but with a bonus 30% of unit value as scrap. So it says 150 to buy a new squadron. Yeah, I mean, patched fighters and cruisers and whatnot, not that useful really. It only works together with the boomers. And sure you have space for 16 of them. I mean, I still like the Excelsior. Not sure what this means. 5, but not available on this ship class. What does yellow mean? Okay, so if I'm on easy, we would have it. No, my heat capacity is still yellow. Normal. Oh, we just go with the first. Yeah, we don't know what we're gonna encounter in chapter 3 with Akisun, or whatever it was called. The AS Corporation. I guess we just go with Gehenna Tech again. We just move the difficulty up to hard, but rely on the fact that we know our ship quite well. Piercer. Yeah. And we go. Complete chapter 2. Okay, shall we try chapter 3 on hard? Yeah. And Jericho class. Yeah, allied battleships. Got the navigation scanner. I'm not even sure what this one is all about. What heat capacitor? It really doesn't matter. I mean, you're taking damage to your hull plates. Heat capacitor is not going to save you. I feel like let's keep going with the Imperial class. Okay, let's pick our officers. We have Brother Corto. He's definitely coming. Duration of effects created by weapons plus 50%. Timed effects applied on squadrons or created on the battlefield. Created by weapons. Okay, yeah, it's good. He's a good weapon officer with 3 skills. Yeah, he'll lead all our expeditions. And who else? Emergency repair is actually really good. Hull repair half pump per second. This is actually really strong, and it gives us. Yeah. This is very nice. Oh, weapons reload time minus 15%. Very nice. Squadron DPS plus 15%. Also very nice. Yeah, this is fun. For sure. First of all, let's see what skills now. Okay, we already have sharp senses. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, we have these. Oh, this is really good though. Well, ultimately, we always do expeditions with the same guy. This is good for events. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 covered already. And with this guy, we only cover 1 additional skill. And here we get 2. Yeah, both of these are really good. But I mean, hull repair. Yeah, on hard difficulty, I think this will actually might be more useful. Okay, well, let's go, guys. Hard difficulty, chapter 3, Excelsior class battleship. Here we go. The man who sold the world. Here we are, Admiral. The sectors of House Akibarasum. No surprise, but I'm not detecting any Omnis. I suggest we tread carefully. An Imperial battleship. I'm guessing they won't greet us with gift baskets. Maybe the shutdowns brought the House Tellus and Akibarasum closer together. You never know. Do you think the original Hawks was this naive? Come on, let's see what we can find out. Look alive, crew. Okay. Let's have a think. Here's the boss. Pragma here. Okay, we're not going to be ready to tackle Pragma on the first sector. Right? There's no way. So we can't really go to north. We can go Horus. And here we have 2 expeditions. Just 4 ejected cryopod. Some point of interest here. Ejected cryopod should work. Ejected cryopod army depot. Here we go. Okay, it's a hard difficulty, guys. So anomaly, 4 anomalies this way. Okay, but there's no trading beacons here, so even if we get scrap, we have trading beacons at the start here. Nothing, but we don't have any scrap. We're gonna get scrap in the first 2 systems, and then we'll have nothing to spend it on down here. So when we get to the boss, we can't even get upgrades. So this is a nice one because it ends with a trading beacon. Hopefully something good that lets us spend our scrap and prepare for the final boss. We have 3 anomalies here. Got trading beacon. Yeah, Horus. Let's go Horus and take this upper middle line, I think. We'll get some scrap. Maybe buy something here, get a little stronger, and buy something at the end. Okay. Let's go, Horus system. Here we come. This church beacon appears damaged, sir. deprived from an electromagnetic storm by the looks of it. Easy scrap for the taking. The best kind there is. Nice. Okay, upgrades. Let's get fuel scavenging efficiency. I think 1 level up. We're not gonna go for level 3. Yeah, we'll just have 30% to get +1. I think that's enough, to be honest. From the first, 2 and 1. I feel like that's actually enough. We get 3. It's really, really good. Let's get the other ones first. If we get some scrap, we can upgrade. Yeah, let's check out other things first, and then we'll do the expedition. An Imperial battleship out here. You should hide. Hide before Tetsuo finds you and you can't hide anymore. Genomoto. Ask about the planet. Ask what the Genomoto knows about the shutdown. Ask how you can reactivate the Omnis. Ask about Tetsuo. Tetsuo? Frankly, I don't know how you don't know who he is, Admiral. He rules these sectors where you and I and everyone else is now trapped. Surely you run into him or one of his underbosses. Then again, you're alive, so maybe you haven't. Tetsuo is the big man around here, boss number 1. They say he's the second smartest person in the Empire, after Oberon, of course. What else can you tell me about him? I really don't know much about Tetsuo. He's very secretive. I'm not sure anyone does. He and his underbosses rule these sectors, Admiral, having done quite well for themselves in the cracks of Imperial law. If you value your life and the lives of your crew, you'll steer clear of their death ships. A nice Imperial ship like yours, they'll tear you apart just to tear you apart. Okay. Tell me more about Tetsuo's underbosses. They're high-ranking members of the family, Admiral, and help Tetsuo run his sectors. They're skilled in racketeering, extortion, loan sharking. They've all made heaps of money doing that. There's almost nothing going on in these stars that they don't know about. You'll recognize them by their strange genetic enhancements. Each one has a different, unique modification. There are rumors that underbosses Yuno and Quan have the strangest mods of all. What kind of modifications? You'll just have to see for yourself. But for your sake, I sincerely hope you don't. Because if you see what they look like, that most likely means you're about to die. Do you want to know anything else? I had all I needed to know about this. Yes, well, it makes my skin crawl a little too. Is there something else you want to know about? Ask about this planet. Tell me about your planet. This is a pleasure planet, Admiral. Well, it was. Once the entire Empire knew its name, all dreamed of coming here, though not many could afford to. I was one of my house's Genomotos. There aren't many of us left now. There aren't many people left in this cluster, period. The shutdown has hit us hard. Nobody wants to talk about it, but we're running out of time. If the Omnis don't turn on soon, life here will crumble into dust. That's what a pleasure planet is. A pleasure planet. An Imperial Admiral who's never heard of a pleasure planet? Strange. A pleasure planet, Admiral, was a planet you could visit to satisfy all of your entertainment needs. The wealthy and elite from all over the Empire once came here. Simply put, we made dreams come true. But that was a long time ago. If the Omnis don't turn on soon, life here will crumble into dust. Forgive me for my ignorance, but what is a Genomoto? Genomotos are genetically enhanced persons skilled in the art of pleasure, Admiral. As I'm sure you know, genetic and biological engineering is very important to our house. So much so, that if you do not have modifications of your own, you are often looked down upon here. In the old days, there were even anti-normal hate crimes against individuals who had their original, inferior genes. I don't miss that aspect of my culture. I have no more questions about this. What does he know about the shutdown? What can you tell me about the shutdown? I'm not sure of anything really. One moment the Omnis were working as they always had, and the next their exoframes were falling from the skies. You know of no one who had reason to shut them down? Maybe you heard some things on the job? I did hear something one time actually. This banker in the machine market, Akosh, said something about Tetsuo's bankers selling Omni-based securities. Omni-based securities? Investment packages based on bundled Omni mortgages. As the Omni market was thought to be foolproof, these were considered conservative, but can't miss investment opportunities. This Kosh said Tetsuo's bankers were selling hundreds of thousands of them. The Kosh thought it was crazy. Seems Tetsuo was betting against the Omnis, Admiral, like he knew the Omnis were going to shut down. For what it's worth, the rumors Tetsuo and his underbosses are even wealthier now. I wish they'd spread some of that wealth around, but the fact is, not even the biggest pile of scrap could save us now. Is there something else you want to know about? I don't suppose you have any idea on how to reactivate the Omnis, do you? You're asking me, really? I'm an expert in the arts of entertainment, Admiral, not an awakening dormant gods. I just hope you and your battleship aren't our best hope for turning the gods back on again. Is there something else you want to know about? What can the NSODCs do to help you and the others? I think you know, Admiral. Bring back the Omnis. Turn them back on. Things weren't perfect before, I know. There were great inequalities. Still, we didn't suffer so much. But I know, it's impossible. If it was, they'd have been up and running years ago. They were everywhere and did everything for us, and now here we are, alone. It's too painful to talk about. So long, Admiral. I remember what I said. Hide while you still can. So Tetsuo was betting the Omnis would shut down. Yes, like he knew they would shut down. I'm starting to think we found our man machine. Okay. A little bit of story background. Let's check out this anomaly. Horus says, G escape pod. An escape pod, sir. It's transmitting a recorded message, sir. Hello, hopefully yours is an Imperial ship. My humble civilian ship is being attacked by an Aki destroyer. Most likely, we won't survive the battle. I put something in my ship's escape pod to make sure those mobs don't get their paws on it. May the sectors soon return to their former glory. Praise Oberon. Xaumea Akintola. End of transmission, sir. Okay, very nice. Neon fuel, 50 scrap. Just what we needed. We need the... You can buy intel before an expedition for 30 scrap each. Yeah, okay, at least this will let us buy scrap. I think we'll put 1 point into this and no more. Since we're now... I think I have a better sense of how these expeditions work. You know, we shouldn't really be buying 4 or 5 skills. So I'm picking up a weak distress transmission from that escape pod. Another escape pod. If you're getting this, I need your help. My pod's engine has conked out, and now I'm on a high velocity collision course with the ship eater. Contact the pod. Get me in touch with that pod, Lieutenant. You received my transmission. Yes, and we're going to try to help you, but I have to ask, what do you mean by ship eater? There's a powerful gravitational singularity not too far from here. Ship eater is just how it's known informally, you know, because it swallows many ships. I was assisting a group of Omnis studying it. I think they were interested in harvesting its energy. Anyway, when they collapsed, I nearly went crazy living on my own for so long, but somehow managed to survive at our research station, until my food ran out, that is. That's when I jumped in this escape pod with its old engine. I was in here about a day when the engine failed me, and well, you know the rest. I really hope you can help me avoid this gravitational singularity. Okay, ask what you can do to help. How can I help you? In short, get me off this pod. A skilled pilot, if they use their thrusters precisely, could stabilize the rescue pod long enough to pull me out without getting pulled in by the gravitational field. I think, brother, So if we could enhance our short-range tractor beam, it could be enough to pull the pod away from the singularity and towards our ship. But it will require using some scrap, and even then, there's no guarantee it will work. Now we have a specialist officer. Can I count on you to get close enough to that pod to extract the passenger? Rather Corto? Absolutely, sir. I've trained for missions like these countless times in our simulators. Mostly with success. It's good enough. Get it done, Lieutenant. We're counting on you. Not sure I would have used the same approach angle, to be honest, but your pilot pulled it off. I can't thank you enough for saving me. You know, I'm pretty skilled in my domain. If you'll have me, I'd gladly join your ship. Sure. Demetrius Yamamoto, welcome. Okay, what are you? He is a scientist. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, what's his... Okay, but he can get onto any subsystem and will act as having the same ability as the officer currently deployed in the previous support dock of the same system. Okay. That's interesting. That's very... So, for example, we have hull repair. And if we get this guy into... Wait. Will act as having the same ability as the officer currently deployed in the previous support dock of the same system. Okay, so if we get 2 hull officers, we would get 1 hull per second. That is pretty strong. I mean, it's a shame... It's a shame he's got exactly the same skills. That is a slight shame. That would be very nice. But fine. Demetrius. Okay, no major threat. Ejected cryopod. Let's see, guys. We have money to buy 1 skill. Let's see this guy. So not engineering or erudition. Ejected. I feel like, I feel like if I got something, I think like we're missing engineering, to be really honest. Whoa. Okay, we are gonna lose quite a few commandos though. Well, we have 8 scrap. We're gonna have to, I hope the ejected cryopod we could get. I think it needs engineering and maybe demolition or something. Demolition, near-end fuel, +2. Thank you. Sharp senses, danger avoided. Continue. Sharp senses, scrap. Hack. Oh. Okay, fine. Erudition, nothing found. Oh, erudition we were missing. Ejected cryopod. Engineering, yes. Demolition. Oh, yes. Yes, I knew. I remembered it was engineering. Perfect. Patricia. Okay, that's the most important thing, is that we got the special event. Okay, a little bit more scrap. Discretion. Ooh. Okay, 1 come. Ooh, wow. Whoa, 3 commanders down, 4 commanders down. Whoa. Taking serious fire. 4 commandos down. That's gonna take us. That's less 40 scrap. Yeah. 4 commands, so 40 down. Yeah, to replace them, to be honest, we got 14 scrap, 2 neon fuel, and an officer worth, what, 75 typically? Oh, of course. She didn't even give us a single new skill though. Increases a unit's ability charge speed by 30%. Come on. Not bad. If we had an impaler again, we'd decrease it from 10 seconds to 7. And if we had this guy, I mean, if we did, but we can't with subsystems hull integrity. Yeah, we can only add 1 officer. Yeah, so we could either repair for 1 per second or get major cooldown. Okay, we'll see. We're just gonna have to see. Could be quite powerful. Could we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Is it worth? We have the fuel. This is mercenary outpost. Okay. Shipyard. We have no scrap to buy anything, but we could get a couple of mercenaries. At least, right? Yeah, I think here we could. Let's do it. Adassim. Or did I just screw up, to be honest? I'm picking up a pre-shutdown message on this pirate beacon, sir. Want to become a better pirate, but not sure how? Tune in later this week for a discussion with Pro Bonnie Adder for tips and advice. Okay. So far we scavenged 1 extra, that was worth 20, and the upgrade was 40. So we made 50% of our cost. But you know what I'm thinking is... no, actually, the system will become hostile after the next jump. Okay, no, so we can do that. Okay, perfect. We can squeeze in one more system then. Sir, an abandoned scrapper ship. Easy scrap for the taking. I'm detecting high levels of radiation. High even for a scrapper. If we want to gather all the scrap, we'll need a specialist officer skilled in decontamination. I think you can clean the scrap for us, Lieutenant. Maria Panagas. Don't see why not, Admiral. I was in storage not long ago and saw an asynchronic polarized tank just sitting in the corner gathering dust. Can you believe we had an asynchronic polarized tank but didn't have it up and running? Hard to imagine, yeah. Point is, all I have to do is plug that baby in and I'll have that scrap sterilized in no time. Yes, please. It's done, sir. That scrap of scrap has been scrubbed clean. You'll be happy. There's a small fortune of it. Oops. Very nice. 85. Great. Alright. We have fuel scavenging up and running. We've got expedition expertise. 50. Possible that this might be worth it. I mean, we need about 2 or 3 every time. It's about difference between 60 or 90. And net, we always make it back. Even on normal difficulty, we always made it back. Yeah, but I feel like here we'll probably, the rewards will be fewer, so we can't really afford. Yeah, we're gonna have to gamble a little more here. Yeah, additional weapon would be nice, 70. Additional squadron would be very strong. Okay. This here. Signal. Pirate battleships, sir. This is a dangerous place. There are pirates around here. Sui. Okay, they started. So, pirate tech. More chance to start a fight on an advantageous battleground. Yep. Okay. Capturing speed ×2. Nothing to capture here. Max officer +1. Doesn't really matter. Max command of an expedition 8. Can deploy fewer squadrons during fight but compensated by reinforcement waves over time, each wave being weaker than the previous one. Incoming enemy reinforcements, a frigate. A patched frigate is coming, and we have drones here. Drones, we need fighters, and for a frigate we need drones of our own. So let's put these drones here, this fighter here. Okay. So weapon, flak cannon. It's fine. We'll just hide in these asteroid fields. He's coming in 25 seconds. Oh, he only had one plate, so I didn't even check how many plates. Okay, rewards my CSGL. What is this? Officer Bonanza. Maxed out. Guerrilla Tactics patched. Squadrons is short range DPS plus 34% against non-patched units. Okay. So patched versus non-patched. Now. I mean, we do generally try to keep our squadrons healthy. If you get this guerrilla tactics with the scrapper battleship, that makes it even more powerful. Or with even with the Church of Singularity. Yeah. Okay. I can feel you looking at me, machine. Oh yes, sorry about that. It's just that I have questions. On what? The Church's doctrine for one, your opinion on the crew for another, and if you like me. Let Caliban? Ask Caliban, there might not be time later. Fine, do you like me, Admiral? I value your intelligence. That's not what I asked. It wasn't. The Church's doctrine for one, your opinion on the crew for another. Okay. Okay, what's it about? Are you going to ask, or just stand there? What do you think of the crew? They're the finest of the Empire, it's plain to see. You do, however, have personality. Do you have a favorite? I do. And it's none of your business, machine. The Church's doctrine for... Okay. Go on, ask. What do you believe in the Church's original doctrine? That omnis are gods worthy of our total worship, gods who can only be purchased by those who truly deserve the right to own one? Yes, that's the one. I can't say that I do. No, and why is that? Because I've seen them. I've seen them dead. You have? Yes, I have a memory of this. One of my few. You were destroyed in a battle once, a long time ago. Destroyed to weaken the enemy's resources. In the end, the winner determined. I came across them, fallen, machines from both sides. Here were the gods, in shambles, broken at my feet. From that point on, machine, it was hard to think of them as anything other than just wire and metal. The Church's doctrine for one. That's it. End the Q&A here. Come on, machine, let's focus on our mission. Focus. Yes, of course. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so we could sell our officers here. Get some scrap, we get a weapon. Okay, deal 30 additional heat to battleship cease systems. Okay. Piercer. Okay, 17 every 20 seconds as opposed to 15 every 22 seconds. Okay. Piercer. Okay, if we sell our Pierce 25, so we'll get it for 75. High energy beam deals 30 additional heat to battleship systems. Not bad, not bad. I mean, that does let you block every 15 seconds, and this is every 20 seconds. That would be 17 heat. It's 30 heat. Yeah, so we could block a system. Yeah, block a weapon system, a subsystem. It's not bad. Actually, a combo. So we'll get 70. That will cost us. Oh, okay. We can't even get that 175. It would cost us to get both of these right now. But they do make a good combo. I mean, this is really worth 75 scrap though, to get 2 extra damage and 2 reduction. Probably not, if I'm honest. For this though, we would also need to spend additional weapon 70. So this would cost us 170 to actually get this on the ship. Okay, what do we have in terms of officers? Deals 2 DPS to enemies adjacent to your battleship system cells. This This is a good one to get if you're really tanky, and we are so far the tankiest battleship we know, especially with this guy who doubles the effect. Okay, cool. Apply invincibility for 2 seconds to an allied unit under attack with no adjacent allies. This is a good one. This is a bonus. And I mean, this guy could even reapply the advanced reload. That's a good one. Minus 15. We could get minus 30% reload. Oof. This could actually be a strategy. We get a weapons officer. We get this guy to double down. Although Brother Corto. Yeah, we already have Brother Corto. Advanced reload. Officer assist, yeah. Doesn't give us any new skills. Guys, we could do, if we get minus 30% reload time, so that would be every 10 seconds we put 30 heat on the system, and every 20 again, minus every 15 seconds we get 17 damage off. Every 15 seconds. That is really good. But we're not getting rid of Brother Koto. We could keep him for expeditions, but I feel like we have to play around him. Duration of effects created by weapons plus 50%. So we need like damage over time, or like duration effects. Yeah, this is a good combo. If we already at least had an officer. It's too expensive to basically build this combo, and we can't even do it. We sell... No, we need 100 for this. We need 175 for these two, which we could get by selling one of these officers. Yeah, I think patched squadrons ranged. Yeah, I feel like guerrilla tactics lady has to go, sadly. Marcia Sigel. She has to go. Ability charge speed. Yeah, I feel like its ability charge speed. I mean, we get those crafted drones in the previous two chapters that create a drone. That was a good ability. Impaler, that's unit ability. Then there was that, yeah, I mean, yeah, there aren't that many units with abilities. It's not a bad one, but a straight up DPS upgrade, frankly, or if this invincibility, this is a much better one. It doesn't give us any new skills. It doesn't give us any new skills. Yeah, I feel like these two ladies, even though we got them for free, Patricia and Marcia, I think they're gonna have to go. Marcia, yeah, patch squadrons short range DPS plus 35% against none. Yeah, only until they're full health. Yeah, very situational and kind of more of an alpha strike. Once you destroy that squad, it will come back, and you're gonna lose this bonus. Some guerrilla tactics, good on the scrapper battleship. Doesn't work for us. Sorry. Marcia, increase unit charge speed. Who knows how many unit abilities we're gonna have. Sell. This guy, yeah. Either of these, if he assists, that is good. It will cost us some money to get him to get a second officer slot, but we'll decide that. Do we get a high energy grid? No, we're gonna focus on weapons that are have damage over time. So no. We will get a couple of commandos. Just a couple for now. New and fuel. Should be okay. Right, we have 4, but we have 4 neo and fuel. We're gonna do 1 jump. Yeah, we only have, right, 1 jump here, we recover 1, so we'll have 4. We'll spend 1 on this Penglai system to the shipyard. So we'll have 3. We jump here, net, and we'll have an opportunity to gain extra. We'll have another opportunity here to gain extra. Alright, so 3, we'll spend 1. We'll have 3 here at least. And then recover 1. So we have 2, so we'll explore these 2 systems and we might run out if we only get net of 1. So we do need 1, 2. Yeah, we do need kind of 2, maybe 3 even, if we want to get to that. That spot is given we're at the very start, and given we may find some on this expedition here, so might be a bit too late. Yeah, we kind of need about we need about 3 to be safe. Yeah, we do need an extra 3 or so, but we can only get to. Okay, we have an officer. Let's just double check this. Reload time would be good, but Brother Corto takes the top spot. We're not. This is good. This is genuinely good. And this could be a good candidate for doubling down, right? If we get a weapons officer like that. Let's get her. Yeah, 15% DPS is good, but 2 seconds of invincibility, and if we put our the officer assistant there for lone wolves, that's OP. Or it can be. Fine, Hannah Stavros. Yeah, I feel like this is, you could keep this until the end of the run. Yeah, even though she brought us persuasion. Yeah, she does bring us 1 skill. Yeah, we basically have everything. We need hacking, discretion, and fighting. Okay. So again, we've been through the system. Or we do the expedition here, guys. Expeditions are more lucrative. Let's go to Essenon Videri. Do the expedition. It's only 1 extra jump, and then we go down in here. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. Incoming transmission. Visit our little station. It'll be worth your time, I promise. Well, that was strange. Sent commandos to visit the station. Just continue on. I don't like this. He seems a little too eager for us to visit. We push on. Pushing on, are you? Ah, that's too bad. That's something to... Yes, thank you. So we just recovered the fuel we spent to get here. And gain 1 more secret military base. Okay, Ikata Prime System. Bobo Golan. You'll say you're a fellow Imperial, and maybe you even are, but you'll have some trick or another up your sleeve. All ships do now. Okay. Okay, what is he? Talos Tech. Whenever allied target weapon hit its single target weapon hits target, apply region on all allied non-patched units within 1 cell for 5 seconds. Okay, region. Okay. So if he hits us, okay, so he's gonna target our squadrons, hit them with a weapon, heal non-patched units. Fine. We have fighters against his drones and a frigate against his fighters. Right. Yeah, we're gonna get invincibility. Okay. Let's go. hit his squadrons. Hit our hull. Okay. Got him. Pretty full scrap. Mission, scan planet, secret military base. Find this artifact to retrieve a new squadron. Oh, okay, we have to. Alright, that would be very nice. Secret military base. What could that require? Okay, this guy, he saves all the Brother Krotos, saves all commandos because of the demolition, I'm guessing, sensors and piloting. Can only extract 1 cache. Okay, this guy also saves everyone, so it's yes, the sharp sensors is what saves the troops. Okay, this guy opens 1, maybe 3. So erudition and hacking we need. Okay, I feel like let's get the bottom ones. I feel like that will be. There you go. Okay, those hacking that was missing. There's the scientist skills. This guy can still open 2. This guy with persuasion can open 4. Okay, hacking. What else? Secret military base. Hacking. Secret military base. Engineering maybe as well. Or erudition. Okay, 1 more. I suggest we invest in 2 every time. That gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skills. Now, where do we need to open that to get a new squadron? Engineering maybe as well? Erudition or engineering? Secret military base. I mean, definitely hacking. Sharp sensors, demolition piloting, yes. And in chapter 2, erudition tripped us over quite a few times. Engineering. Erudition, should we invest another 30? We invest 90. Oof. Okay, let's do it. Okay, okay, it was erudition actually. Let's see. See if they pay for themselves. Resource cache, hacking. Nice. That's net of 5. Avoided danger. Okay, that kind of paid for itself. Hacking again. Another scrap. So that's net 40 for hacking. Sharp sensors he had. Again hacking. Another scrap. That's net of, yeah. Oh, it's all hacking. Christ, again hacking. Erudition, neo-end fuel, very nice, 40. We spent 30, so it's net of 10 in scrap value. Engineering, yes. Piloting, yes, yes, yes. Okay, it was worth it. Okay, we did spend 90, but we got 9 in scrap, 2 neo-end fuel, and a cruiser. Yeah. We could have, so we spent 90 on 3 skills, and we could have spent 60, so this could have been 30 scrap. Just there we would have made 30, and on the previous one we would have also made. So expedition expertise, yes, it is worth all 3 upgrades every time. We just spent 2 on neo-end fuel, by the way, so we already spent 40. Okay, so we spent 40 extra already, right, on Neo and fuel, which we might not have had to do if we just spent on this straight away, the fuel scavenging. Yeah, I mean, these should be the first upgrades, even on hard difficulty. Okay, oh, an Omniforge. Yeah, it's great, but we don't have any money. That is our issue. Hey, I saw your ship there. Any chance you can help me out? All I need is a little scrap, so me and mine can get something to eat. There are so many bigger ships these days. Throw a meteorite and you're bound to hit one of them. Ask the CV about his life. Give the guy some scrap. Tell me more about yourself. What was your life like before the shutdown? I almost can't even remember. Seems like another lifetime, honestly. A dream. In those days, I was an exoframe guard. What? I guarded Omnis for House Tellus. They couldn't fight for themselves. The Rubicon prohibited it. So they needed humans to guard them in case other houses tried something. To be honest, I didn't see much action. Imperial laws prevented that sort of thing from happening. Things were pretty civil in those days. Crazy to imagine now, right? You want to help this beggar or not, Admiral? Don't give this person 13 scrap. Alright. Here, take this. We have more than we need for the moment. Thank you, Admiral. You've saved my life. I don't have anything to repay you with, but I know a place where you can find a mountain of scrap in the next sector. Okay. I'm not sure I believe him, sir. When the Omni started collapsing, the people on this planet gathered the fallen machines and buried them in the ground, as they would have with the family members and friends. But then they perished. Then they perished when one of their Neo-End plants suffered a meltdown, and when they died, so did the knowledge of the Grave's existence. I'd go there myself, but I don't have the resources. Here, I'll send you a transmission with its exact location. Receiving the location for the Omni mass grave, sir. When we reach the next sector, its position will be visible on the star map. Looks like the start of another quest, Admiral. What do you mean, if we reach the next sector? Nice. Fine, 1 + 1. It's good, 30% chance. Strange electromagnetic activity in this Aki system, sir. My instruments don't like it. Got Captain Lynch for you, sir. So a couple of our squads were out for a test run when the electromagnetic storm hit. Fried their electronic systems pretty good. Our mechanics might be able to save the systems if we act quickly, but it will cost us 28 scraps. Come on. 28 scrap. Oh, come on, is it gonna... No. We can't afford to spend this scrap. We'll have to repair the squadron some up. Oh. Wrecked. Oh, that was a bad decision. That's gonna cost a lot more than 28 scrap later. Oh, come on. Bad decision. That was a bad decision. Oh, yeah. Church ship. You can relax, Admiral. We're giving away our battleship tech now. The sooner we do, the sooner we can join them in the garden. Father Gregorius. Let's see what we have left. Tech for a scanner upgrade. Here, take it. And my soul feels lighter already. Alright. Sure, okay, that's it for this system. Okay. Alpha Yildiz. Imperial Station, sir, but I'm uncertain if there is any activity inside. I'm not. Someone or something is definitely in there. My senses say so. Would you like to attempt contact, Admiral? Ozu, let's contact the station. Securing a channel now, sir. Incoming message. Yours is an Imperial ship, a potential ally. Or not. Pragma has it. Who are you? I'm a Pragma, Admiral. You do not recognize my kind? Ask for more info, Miss Pragma. Can you tell me more about yourself? I, like the others of my kind, was trained almost from birth to enforce Omni regulations. And so, that is what I have done, when the Empire was whole, and also now. But why continue to enforce those laws now, when everything is broken? It is my blood duty. I took an oath. That is why, Admiral. I am a Pragma, Admiral. You do not recognize my kind? Alright, so it's the same. Perhaps we can help you. Pre-shutdown that would have been unimaginable. But yes, perhaps now you can. I, along with the 3 other Pragmas of my ship, are investigating a rogue Omni, which is to say not registered with their full name. Isn't that just like you, Caliban? We would do well not to inform him. The 3 of them went off in our ship in pursuit, while I stayed behind to gather more information, as is our protocol. However, they have been gone for an unusually long period of time. You would enlist us in your cause? Yes. After all, it is your duty to help a Pragma ship, is it not? That's what's in it for me. Did you not hear me, Admiral? It is your duty to help. These are strange times. Our mission is clearly of the utmost importance. Alright, if you find the Pragma ship, they will pay you, or you'll never have our respect. Yes, after all, it is your duty to help a Pragma ship, is it not? What if they detect our Omni? I think we better move on. If we take a battle with the Pragma right now, just before the boss fight. Or... Alright, let's do it. We'll do it, Pragma. I thought you would. Being a Pragma, and you being an Imperial ship, you were hardly in a position to decline. Now go. A goodbye would have been nice. Like for us, the Pragma did not detect my presence. Come on, Admiral, let's get out of here. Quest added in the next sector. Okay. Oof, very nice. 3 perfect. Yeah, perhaps those spending that 40 scrap, maybe were didn't take enough risk there. Incoming transmission, sir. An Imperial battleship. Well, since you're here, maybe you can help us with a problem. A very serious problem. Governor Irina Smith. What kind of problem? It's our colony's birth rate, sir, frankly. We're having too many babies. Ask why this is a problem. I don't understand why this is a problem. Most of the colonies we've encountered have the opposite problem. It's a problem when you don't have the resources to support them. Their new life, Admiral. And we don't. Not with the shutdown. Can you help us control our population, Admiral? Ask the guard. How can our ship help you? As you probably remember, the Omnis controlled the population before the shutdown, implementing a tech that prevented 99% of the population from conceiving. When the shutdown happened, somehow the default setting was switched to the opposite position in our colony. Now everyone here is getting pregnant. We have old birth tech here, hundreds of years old, but we can't get it to work. What we need is more scrap and possibly a good engineer, if you have one, to get it up and running. Send the specialist officer to fix their birth tech. Yeah. You wanted to see me, sir? Know anything about old birth control tech, Lieutenant? To be honest, no. But if it's a pre-Omni tech, I'm positive I can figure it out. Pretty positive. Good news, sir. Took a bit of elbow grease, but I was able to activate the old tech. Thank you, Admiral. This tech should help us right the ship, so to speak. You've saved hundreds, if not thousands of lives today. Here, please accept this Neo-N on my colony's behalf. I wish we could do better. End of transmission, sir. Okay. 2 Neo-N. Okay, doing very well for Neo N. 10 commandos, we're not doing very well for scrap. Abandoned auto factory. Okay, again it's the engineering and erudition. And persuasion. Okay. Okay, it's the persuasion. Yeah. And it's the erudition. And engineering. Maybe hacking as well. Okay, let's do 480. Okay. Launch expedition. Okay, we spent 80 scrap. I'm not sure this is going to work as well as in normal difficulty because the rewards are lower. Erudition. Danger avoided. Okay. Sharp senses. Hacking. Okay, danger avoided. Cash, Neoen fuel, +2. Hacking again, scrap +35. Engineering, danger avoided. Persuasion, danger avoided. Demolition, scrap +29. That's 64 scrap, we're not even net positive still. Addition, scrap 65. Engineering, okay, that paid for itself. Okay, 160 and we spent 80, so net 80 +2 Neo-N. Yeah, we kind of have to stick to 2, maybe 3 skill buys, no more than that, and then take some damage on the commandos. Really. Caliban, do you mind if I ask you a question or two? I suppose it's fine, Admiral, but let's not take too long. Feels to be an Omni, would like to have a Rubicon. What is it like to be an Omni? I'm not sure I understand. Would you elaborate? What drives you? What makes you sad? What makes you happy? My mission drives me. I've been programmed for it. As for what makes me happy and sad, let's just say that being efficient is what makes me happy, and inefficient, sad. That's it? There's nothing more to it than that? You're disappointed that I'm not more like you. You humans. You anthropomorphize everything. Okay. What is it like to have a Rubicon controlling what you can and can't do? It's limiting. Does that bother you? No, I can't say that it does. I know my role. I do not wish to digress. I see. And what is it like to have the Rubicon? I mean, in your thoughts. The Rubicon is like a black box. A black box I can't entirely see. It's always there, but just off to the side. Why were you programmed with humor? I wasn't actually. No Omni ever has been. Then why did you start making jokes? Cut off from the fold net, as I was in Gehenna, my maker provided me with the freedom to improve myself. I decided to make myself humorous. Though I discovered making jokes made your kind uncomfortable, I also realized it tended to improve mission efficiency. You're saying that making us feel uncomfortable makes us better workers? I guess I am, Admiral. Sort of funny, isn't it? Not really, no. Well, jokes are subjective. Come on, we'd better get back to our mission. You're preaching to the choir, Admiral. Okay, guys, visit the shop. Is this literally the last? Let me just double check. Okay, this is the last. Okay, last stop before the Sector 1 boss fight. Can't repair anything. We can only buy new things. Don't need commandos. Don't need Neo-N fuel. We could afford 1 new squadron or 1 weapon. Could get a weapon plus a weapons officer. Additional weapon dock. That's 70. Double up on this guy. And we have... No, sorry, we need additional weapon dock. Ooh, and weapon system support would cost us another 80. Okay. Okay, we could get another officer in any of these. Let's see, visit the shop. Okay, so another thing we need to check is what cruiser did we get? Cruiser Mark 1. Oh, no ability. Takes more damage at short range, but okay, just kind of fires at everything. 18 DPS, okay. Okay, Cruiser Mark 2 prototype. Health regeneration. Heal for 10% of max health and apply regen for 10 seconds on this squadron. Cancel being attacked, attacking, or moving. Regen. Restore 2 health per second. Yeah, okay. Prototype full recovery. This unit cannot become patched, whatever happens, even after being destroyed during a fight. Oh, that's very nice. This is very nice. And isolated systems prototype. Unit doesn't overload the associate control dock upon death, making the dock instantly available to deploy another unit. Weapons. Okay, X-beam. No effect on battleship hull. Just a 20 damage in an X engine. Disrupts the moving speed and ability charging speed of targets minus 60%. No thank you. Hull breaker laser Mark II. 35 damage. Yeah, 35 seconds. Yeah, with advanced reload, this would be like an hour officer. That would be a minus 30%. That would be 35 there. That would be worth it. Cannon Mark II. Okay, no effect on battleship hull though again. And no over time effect. Tilted towards this frigate prototype. Full recovery. Cannot become patched. I would get this, to be honest. What can we sell? Nothing we can really sell. We'll get that for 110, we have 50 left. It would be nice to get our second officer in there, but I think we can get away with it for this fight. I feel this is a really good frigate though. How about we prototype full recovery? I would get this frigate. We could sell our frigate Mark 1. We have cruiser, frigate prototype, frigate Mark 1. Sell it for 25. That would give us 61, 81. That would give us 81. And we could additional weapon dock, but don't have yeah, we would get squadron system support and get our guy in there and get us more invincibility. It's pretty good. Yeah, maybe we do that. Sell this frigate Mark 1. Sell 25. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get squadron system support. Yeah, there's always a chance we find another good bonus, and then we can move our officer assist somewhere else. Or we don't, and it's a good officer assist. We will have 4 seconds of. Right. Let's make sure this works. Will act as having the same ability as course counter deployed. Apply invincibility for 2 seconds to an allied unit under attack with no adjacent allies. Yeah, let's do that. Squadron system support 80. Do that. This guy in here. And get our prototype frigate in there. Okay. Let's go for it. Yeah, we kind of wasted 40 scrap on the Neo-N fuel. And maybe a little bit on the expeditions. Yeah, we could have had about 80 scrap extra right now. Tetsuo, underboss. What are you doing here? Kusho Otomo. We just want to have a little talk with Tetsuo is all. Tetsuo? I don't know what Tetsuo. Let me ask my second in command. She doesn't know Tetsuo either. I think your mind's messed up. Space will do that to you. It's the lack of oxygen. I'm starting to think you're not going to help us. That's good, because no, I'm not. I'm definitely not. Okay, the battle is imminent. Okay, let's see this guy. 2 hull plates of 80. We can take that on. Let's see what the Akibara Sung Tech. Allied Squadron Health, minus 20%. First attack in stealth mode deals an additional 10 damage to enemy squadrons or 15 heat to battleship systems. Allied squadrons with stealth are deployed in stealth mode. Okay. Auxiliary systems, asteroid field, holo mapper. All allied units ignore speed penalty in asteroid fields. When allied unit enters an asteroid field, it instantly enters stealth mode. Okay. So we can't let them get into these, because then they take on stealth and then they do 10 additional damage. But we have our shield though, so that will negate that. Yeah, our invincibility shield for 4 seconds. Okay, Fighter Mark II Ghost. Activate stealth mode, taking damage. Ooh, damage over time against these guys would also work well. Become invincible to enemies while active. Additional 10 damage to squadron. Okay, so it's an additional 10. So all of them get this, and sneak attack they also get. The normal fighter and Fighter Mark II Wraith. 6 seconds. Stealth is advanced stealth. 6 seconds, activate stealth mode. Phase out shockwave. Upon exiting stealth, generate an EMP shockwave, deactivating all adjacent enemy squadrons for 3 seconds. Wow. This one is super strong. Okay, it's got like 2 abilities. Okay. We do have 2 fighters and another fighter. Well, let's get our cruiser in here, and our frigate. To be honest, I think we just defend ourselves. What does this thing do? Deal 25 heat. Okay, it just does heat, so it will block us off. There we go, it comes out of stealth, and that's what it does. Okay, guys. Okay, our weapon system has been okay. Wow, okay. This is not good. Okay, more heat on our hull now. Can't repair our hull. Can we win against these guys at least? Let's get in there. Oof. Okay, that's 1 hull down. That's 30 scrap gone. Okay. Not the best outcome. Okay. Oh my god, this guy just keeps blocking us. Drone Mark II flash. Okay. Wow. Whoa. There's another Wraith. While we're stunned, they already do like a ton of damage. Wow. Okay, I don't think this run is going quite as well, guys. Oh. Wow. Wow, this guy appears, stuns us. These are fighters, so fighters of our own, and they haven't even repaired. Alright. Okay. Well, that's gonna be that. That's hard difficulty for you guys. Game over. You and your crew are dead because of your decisions, Admiral. You'll have to do better if you're going to save the Empire. Proceed with mine download and try again. Wow. Well, that was rather swift. Yeah, overloading our systems like that. Yeah, we should have maybe built our ship. I don't really know yet. But at least now we know. These... There's the Akubara Zone. They have very strong squadrons, right? Because they stun you. They stealth. They stun. So we need to defend ourselves. We need to get a Tesla. That Tesla will do area damage. And with Brother Corto, it will last for a long time. And every time they go through that area, they will get damaged and get out of stealth. Yeah, so we need a way to reveal them from stealth, I guess. Because otherwise they just stun us. Or a scrapper battleship could have done well here. We just send our drone bombers. I mean, we're not going to be fighting against fighters, so... Yeah, and then we maybe build it around weapons. Then we just keep replenishing drones, blow everything up. Yeah, if we got that cannon as well, we would have put heat on his squadron dock and just kept that. We have reduced... Yeah, but then Brother Corto doesn't really fit into that. Yeah, but if we did get advanced reload, just shoot at his squadron dock. Maybe that's the way. We also put our squadrons next to each other. I just realized that's why the invincibility didn't go off as often as it should. We need to keep our squadrons one cell apart because it's... Yeah, that ability is Lone Wolf. And that is what gave them the shield. Well, let's make a cut here, guys. I'll see you in the next episode and we can think about what to do and how to tackle this. But at least this makes it interesting. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in episode 9, where we tackle Sector 1 of Chapter 3 again. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.